Hello, everyone, and welcome to the A Magical Journey Show with your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls, and thank you for joining me this evening. So, we had a very special show for you this evening. We're going to be speaking a little bit about crystals, and we're also going to be speaking a little bit about herbs for psychic development and psychic work, as well as also herbs for money workings. And then also we're going to be speaking a little bit about some money manifestation. And then I'll go over the full moon with you. And hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me this evening. I will be taking phone calls. I will probably start taking phone calls at 15 past the hour. So go ahead and give everybody a chance to call in. The call-in number is 323-870-3791. So we'll first start off with some interesting crystals that I've been working with here lately, and I've been working with some interesting crystals, which basically have started with the whole amplifying energy. Amplifying psychic development, amplifying my manifestation, especially with amplifying my thoughts and amplifying things that I want to grow or basically have more of. So I've been working with the clear azestulite, which is basically kind of looks like a quartz crystal, but it's from the consciousness of it's linked to the consciousness of Azest. If you are familiar with the Robert Simmons information, you can read a lot about the Azest stones. There's like a golden azestulite, a clear azestulite, as well as also pink azestulite. And the information is about the azestulite goes very in depth, especially around channeling. So the information around the azestulites are basically along the crystalline grid of Mother Earth, and they are dimensional beings. And they're really here for humanity's growth and understanding. So this is a very good stone that you can incorporate into your daily meditations if you are wanting to intensify your psychic development or intensify your thoughts and manifesting anything that kind of crosses your mind. But you need to be very careful when you think of certain things, especially during the fact that the crystal is clear and has the understanding of whatever passes through your mind will amplify very quickly. Okay, so this is one stone that I don't necessarily wear all the time, because at times it can get pretty intense, and you really don't want to amplify every thought that you have. So this is one that I would make sure to just have near you or on you. So yeah, it's a very strong stone to have. So possibly get you one. And some of the specimens are rather cheap. I know this one was probably about it was less than $20, and and there comes with a authenticity certification to make sure that you are receiving real acestulite, because there are some knockoff acestulites out there, and you want to make sure that you're getting the real acestulite. And I only recommend Robert Simmons acestulite because you will get the authenticity. Hello, Joy. How are you? And thank you for joining me. The next one that I have been working with is the Siberian blue quartz, and obviously it's a man-made quartz, but it works specifically for the throat chakra and also the third eye chakra. And obviously it has this beautiful blue color and is very, very strong in amplifying your communication as well as also psychic vision. So that's a very interesting stone to have, and also a manifestation stone. So be careful with your thoughts with that one too. I don't wear these unless I'm really doing some spell work or manifesting or even meditation. Obviously, been working with the moldavite. The moldavite, yes, it's a little specimen, but I used to have a big one, but I can't find it. And obviously when a stone leaves you or does not, or basically loses contact with you, it means that your working is through, or basically working with them is through. The name of the blue stone is the Siberian blue quartz. The Siberian blue quartz. That is also from Robert Simmons. Robert Simmons has a book out. It's a green book. I think it's the Stones, the Book of Stones, or Book of Stone Consciousness. It's a very interesting book. I don't necessarily have it, but you can actually find a lot of information about Robert Simmons and his stones, and the stones that he works with online. And underneath the website, heavenandearthjewelry.com. I would highly, highly recommend him, and that's basically one of the persons that I really get all my stones from. The other one is the black merlinite, and the black merlinite also goes by a name called indigo gabbro, and is a shamanic stone, and one that really brings back, there you go, Stones of the New Consciousness, is the book by Robert Simmons. But the black merlinite goes very well with working with shamanism, working with past life recall, also working with manifesting, and basically opening up your psychic development, keeping your visions clear. If you are a psychic or doing any type of mediumship work, black merlinite is a very good stone to have with you. And obviously one of the stones that will help you along your journey. Another stone that is good to have is obviously the simple moonstone. And I keep a moonstone on me at all times because it works with a specific spirit that I work with, or an angel that I work with. And obviously, a lot of you may know who exactly this is, but it's Archangel Raphael, or not Archangel Raphael, but Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel is obviously the angel of communication, and works very closely with the moonstone, because Archangel Gabriel is obviously the teaching angel of the moon. So works very well with moonstone. So those are some crystals that I would encourage you to start working with, as well as also try to just basically get into your possession, because those crystals will definitely begin to bring out a interesting type of energy for you and around you. So definitely try to bring in that particular energy. Working with that particular energy, just to kind of give you kind of like an extra oomph to your spiritual development and spirituality. So we are having a little bit of difficulties with Be Live TV, so I'm going to try to maintain the radio show on the telephone. So I apologize at the moment, but let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and start working with the radio only, because I believe I'm having a little bit of issues with Be Live TV at the moment. So I apologize. So if you were listening, watching Be Live TV, please go call in at 323-870-3791 and join me on the telephone line. So here we are with working with particular herbs for psychic development, and also working with herbs for money. So the particular herbs that I work with for psychic development would be in an incense type of use, as well as also with specific herbs in a tea use. So the particular herbs for psychic development that I swear by is mugwort, and mugwort I use as a tea, as well as also an incense. And the botanical name for it is Artemisia vulgaris, and is a wonderful herb for clairvoyance, mediumship, just maintaining a clear head, and very clarifying to your visions. So it's one herb that I encourage everybody, if they are wanting to definitely start working with your clairvoyance, try some mugwort tea, and it also helps with dream recall. So it kind of sucks that we do not have video, because I was going to show you a little bit about what mugwort looks like. But what I will do is I will take pictures of it and post it online after the show, and we'll go from there. So that is the first herb for psychic development. I'm just going to go through 2 or 3 herbs for psychic development, and then 2 or 3 herbs for money, money manifestation, and money workings. Another herb for psychic development is marshmallow root. marshmallow root is kind of like a fluffy herb, and almost reminds me of kind of like a very it's basically a weed that you would find out in your yard, and it's the root of the weed, and it's very good for mediumship, very good for mojo bags and clairvoyance and psychic hearing and psychic feeling, and it's just an all-around wonderful herb for those particular clairs. Marshmallow root. I'm not particularly sure if you can use it as a tea, but how I use the marshmallow root is I use it in incense, as well as also mojo bags and gree bags, as well as also just sprinkling around your altar, because all you really need to do is have the energy around you. You really don't even necessarily have to burn it if you just have it in your possession. Having it in your possession is wonderful in that regards too. So the next herb that I like to use is Althea. Althea is a funerary herb, and one of the herbs that you would find in a lot of funerary rites. And it's spelled Althea. And Althea is a plant that is especially wonderful for working with your ancestors, and also working with different understandings of offerings for your ancestors. It's a very good herb to make a water to wash down your ancestor altar. So Althea, you can find Althea from a particular botanica, or actually from your local gardener as well. Althea is one of the particular herbs that is very easy to come by, and is probably very easy to find in the States. Now, overseas, I'm not necessarily sure if you can find it easily, but Althea is one that I work especially well with my ancestors. So we are 15 past the hour, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines, and in between phone callers, what we are going to do is we're going to be speaking about money herbs and money manifestation. And then if we have time, I'll be speaking a little bit about flower metaphysical properties and magical properties. So our first phone call is 865, area code 865.
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Hi, thank you. I'm good. Thank you, Reverend Bryan. This is Lynn.
Hey, Lynn, what can I help you with?
I'd just like to ask if you feel or see some good things coming up for me for this month of June.
Okay, so let's see, when the month of June for Lynn. Okay, so just take some deep breaths in.
Okay.
And what is coming for June, or what's coming for Lynn in the month of June? Okay, so what they are showing is that, okay, so there is going to be a particular situation that may cause a decision that is going to be, or that is going to have to be made in between you and a particular woman woman of power or woman in power. This may cause a little bit of division between you two, but they're saying that this very well may be something around communication or not seeing eye to eye on. So this feels to me like it may be surrounded around the work environment, or possibly something that has to do with kind of like the leadership role. So I don't know if you have recently had any communication issues with a boss or a particular woman of power, but they're saying that is coming up in about the next anywhere from 2 days to 2 weeks. And then they are showing that it is very it's a very good time for you to have some form of change, or for you to learn something that is new and inspiring and refreshing, because it's almost like your experience with day-to-day activities and day-to-day life is kind of getting repetitious and almost getting to the point to where it's the same old day in, day out, and I'm looking for some inspiration or some spark to life. So you may want to find like a hobby or something that may be something that is rather intriguing for you. So that's especially what I'm seeing here in the month of June for you. But if you would like some more clarity on those particular things that I'm seeing for you, you can purchase a reading with me, which you can go to www.amagicaljourney.com. And you can also take advantage of my BOGO offer for buy one at regular price and get the second reading half price. And if you would like to call the office for a setup of your appointment, you can call 586-659-9620. And thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. Thank you, Reverend Bryan.
All right. Okay. So, so folks, when you are working directly with manifesting and working with the energies of basically bringing something new into your life, that's basically trying to spark a little bit of inspiration. One of the particular crystals that I spoke about earlier would be moldavite, because moldavite is very big on change and would very much kind of bring a new flair to your life. So Lynn, that would be probably something good for you. Okay. So we will go to our next phone caller here in just a moment. But first I want to mention one particular herb for money manifestation. And this is an oldie but a goodie, and it is cinnamon. So cinnamon is a staple that every magical practitioner should have in their cupboard, or every housewife or person that cooks a lot should have in their cupboard. And they can be in cinnamon sticks or cinnamon powder, and you can also have it in a tea form, or you can also have it in an incense form, and even even in a water form. I do this on a daily basis. First thing probably about the first thing when I first open up my shop or open up my office is I make some cinnamon water, and I'll wash my desk down with some cinnamon water, and my doorknobs down with some cinnamon water. I'll even spray my front porch with some cinnamon water, and that will encourage money to flow and also to bring customers. So that's something for shopkeepers or for folks that work out of their home can very well do to bring in money and to bring in constant flow of customers. Okay, I swear by this, and it's always done wonders for me. So you very well may want to try that out. Another thing that I use is you can get some. I know this is crazy, but you can get some dirt dauber nests, and you want to make sure that the dirt dauber's nest is empty. Out of a dirt dauber's nest are kind of like little wasps that grow up very high, but you want to make sure that those nests are empty. You can grind the empty dirt dauber's nest down into a powder, and then you can get some brown sugar, and then 3 tablespoons of cinnamon powder, and then you can use like a half of a bottle of like ammonia, and then you want to mix that up real well. And this is what I will wash my floors in, and even wash my front porch in, because this will grow business as well as also grow a business. And this is another good thing that will encourage growth and prosperity and abundance. So try it out, and if you're interested in that recipe again, let me know, and I will make a post about it on my Magical Journey business page. So we're going to go to our next phone caller at area code 732. Area code 732, first name and question, please.
Hi, good evening, Bryan. This is Caroline, and my question, I would love to hear from my loved ones. It's in regards to developing musical concerts and live events, and I'd like to know what's coming for it, where am I going to scout for these artists, and a little finances.
Okay. So what they are showing here, let's see. Okay. Okay. So, Okay, so there's definitely some Okay, so I don't know exactly what this is, but there is a large, some type of large gathering, or what may look like a venue of some form. And this may even be some form of a don't necessarily want to say party, but it may be like something to do with a venue, because I see people gathering, and this being rather successful and coming about of good news, and almost like kind of like a for you to find new, I guess you would say, new faces, so to speak, and it may very well be kind of like a it may very well be a festival of some sort. I don't. It's something because I hear music, and then okay, so also there with this energy around the music, they are showing that it is going to be rather successful, but you want to be rather careful around picking and choosing your investors. Okay, I don't know exactly if you look for investors in this type of business, but okay, so you want to be very careful with when you look for investors. Okay, you need to be very careful with your investors and make sure you vet them, ask them questions, make sure that you read the fine lines. Make sure you don't dot your I's or cross your T's until you read every little fine detail before you get yourself in something that you can't get out of in the long run. Okay, and that's just out of safety issues. But they are showing that you being very good about budgeting and getting these financial investors. So this is going to happen within the next, I see, within the next 5 to 6 weeks. So it happens. It may happen a little bit sooner than 5 to 6 weeks, but by the 5th week, you are going to have a line of investors that you may have to make a decision between more than what you put yourself onto. Okay, you may have a lot of investors that you have to look at and see which one you want. Okay, because it seems as if a lot of people are going to be interested in investing in you. So you want to make sure that you pick the right one for yourself. And I would most definitely say make sure that when you do ask your questions, see where their head is in with the investments themselves, because I feel as if that would be important for you, as well as also important for them in the long run, to see if this would be a long-term investor or if this would be just one of those investors that want to get their feet in the water. Because I feel as if you're more along the lines of looking for a long-term investor than a short-term, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You got it.
So,
perfect.
So most definitely make sure that you asked what their goal is, if they're looking to long-term invest or if they're looking to just get their feet wet.
Beautiful. Oh, my God, you made it so clear. So clear. Wow. You
so
are
if you
great.
are interested,
yes.
So if you are interested in a more in-depth reading, you're more than welcome to catch me at my website at www.amagicaljourney.com, or you can or you can pick up the phone and call my office at 586-659-9620. And there's a special going on at buy one at regular price and get the second reading half off. Okay?
Thank you so much, Brian. You made my evening. Thank you.
Wonderful. I'm glad. Thank you so very much, and you have a beautiful evening.
You as well. Bye now.
Bye-bye. Okay. So, all right. So, another wonderful way of bringing in money is so obviously a lot of you have heard about my money jars. Okay. Well, some of you have heard about my money jars. I like to do money jars, and I keep two. I keep one on my front door altar, and then I keep one on my money altar, which at this particular moment is my Saint Expedite altar. So obviously, the first thing that goes in a money jar would be something that grows or grows when either you cook it or grows in general, and that would be rice or beans. Okay, I like to use a mixture of black-eyed peas or a particular kind of like a 12 or 14 bean soup beans, and then I know it's probably bad of me to do this, but I shred up a dollar bill and I put it in my jar, and then I put change at the bottom of my bag, or you can take change from the bottom of your purse for ladies, or in your pocket. And then you can also use money herbs such as like bay leaves, spearmint, cinnamon, cat's claw. Cat's claw is kind of like a wood. Also, you can use earth smoke, which is also fumitory. You can also use chamomile, jasmine, even nutmeg, as well as also grains of paradise, or even there's another one that I use that I swear by as well, and that is what is it called? It's an herb that I use, and I always forget the name. But one of the herbs is I'll have to post it, but it's an herb that I use quite. Oh yes, bayberry root. Bayberry root, and then I put a little bit of cedar in it, and I will either burn. I'll burn. My favorite colored candles to burn in one of the jars is green candles, or kind of like some people will burn it on top of the jar, or some people will burn it inside the jar. It's prosperity working. Also, folks put dollar bills in there or currency money in there, I even put some Jose papers in there, which is for ancestors. Jose papers you can find from say for instance, China or or those Vietnamese, those particular types of countries. They work with what is called Jose papers, and I put one of those in there, and this is what I call prosperity jars. So I keep one at my one on my front door altar, and then one on my money altar, and they work wonders. Also, if you want to make that jar work quick, put a little pinch of ginger in it, and it will work quick. Okay, so that is a prosperity working and money manifestation. So we are going to go into our next person for our next phone caller is 512, area code 512.
Well, hello, Reverend. I'm glad I got in. I heard your shows before, and you just read my mind. I was thinking about some money.
Wonderful. So definitely use one of those little tricks that I just spoke about. You can keep some bay leaves in your wallet or in your purse. You make sure you put it near a dollar bill or near a 20 in your wallet, and you're sure to bring money to you. So most definitely, money is always a good thing to work for or to ask for, and it's just as simple as asking for it, because they all say, "Ask and you shall receive." So, do you have a particular question?
Yes, thank you, Reverend Rawls. My question is, so I was in a situation where this man, he did a lot of awful things, and then my pets are in, they took my pets because he made some lies, and I have a court hearing tomorrow. I want to know if I'm going to be able to retrieve them, and also, is that man going to continue to do me harm? Because he keeps saying about all this law enforcement, and I really did court system. I'm really concerned.
All right. So let's see here. Okay. What is your first name?
I go for Veronica.
What's your Veronica? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me just a second. All right. So, Okay, so they are showing a completion of something, which shows that with this completion, it shows that this case will be completed, or should be completed. Another thing here, let's see if if I can get you a definite answer on whether you're going to be able to retrieve your kids. So let's see. Is Veronica going to be able to retrieve her kids? Okay. So let me retrieve the kids. Okay, so what they are showing is that if when you do retrieve your kids, and I'm saying when because they are saying that you may not retrieve them tomorrow, but you will retrieve them, okay? But you need to, it's showing that there is possibly a move that's getting ready to happen, so that you can possibly get away from from certain things, certain people, so that you can provide some safety for yourself and for your children. But as of right now, I don't necessarily feel as if you're going to retrieve them first thing tomorrow after the court, but I do see you retrieving your kids. So it could be in the upcoming week, but you are going to be retrieving them. One of the things that I will tell you is that that it has been a period of confusion for you, and it has caused a lot of issues in your relationship with your kids and this particular person that you are taking to court and stuff, and it has caused a lot of issues that basically has made you rather a little bit depressed and a little bit anxious at times, but it's all coming to a completion and a completion of a phase in your life. So there's some form of and this is either travel that's going to be necessary, or a move that's going to be necessary for you to basically get out of this trapped, confined feeling that you're in once you retrieve your kids. Okay, and I will tell you that that you this move or this travel may be a expense for you that you may have to save up for, but they are saying that you are going to travel to safety. Okay, so make sure that when you travel to safety, that you're doing this to the best of your ability, and also for not only just your safety, but also your kids' safety, because you are wanting to get far away from this particular person, because this particular person that you have taken to court or have taken to taken legal action against is definitely no good for you. It definitely has put you in a major bind in the relationship with your kids, as well as also the relationship with yourself. So it's time for you to regain that relationship with yourself and start trusting yourself again to get yourself out of this this phase that you're in. So I would highly, highly recommend that you start saving up, you start getting your ducks in a row so that you can move forward with your life and get out of the predicament that you're in. Okay, so I hope that has helped you, and I look forward to speaking with you again very shortly. And if I can help you with anything else, you can call the office at 586-659-9620, or you can also purchase a reading on the website at buy one, get one half off deal, and that is www.amagicaljourney.com. And thank you for calling in, Veronica. Okay, and I look forward to speaking with you, dear. Okay, so we are about out of time, so I didn't have time to speak about flower magic or the metaphysical properties for flowers. So what we're going to do is we're going to save that for next week, next Wednesday. So do tune in because this will be a show all about the magical and metaphysical properties of flowers that you can find in your yard, as well as also at your local garden, as well as also at your local nursery. So next week will be a wonderful show to tune into and make sure that you have access to, because there will be spells that will be given. There will be a spell that will be given to increase your psychic abilities, and all types of interesting stuff. So definitely you want to look forward to that, and also if you would like to get a head start, you can look up the book by Tess Whitehurst, the Magick of Flowers. And it is a wonderful book, and it's the book that inspired it's the book that inspired, or that's going to be inspiring next week's show. So I want to thank each and every one of you for calling in this evening and joining me for this show about crystals and psychic development and money magic. And do know, if you are interested in a BOGO special with me at buy one at regular price, get the second reading half off, you can contact me directly at 586-659-9620, or you can email me at angelicguidance13@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Do know that if you are interested in the BOGO special, that you will have to contact me directly to take advantage of that, because it is not listed on the website, and I don't have my PayPal buttons set up for the BOGO special at this particular moment. But what I will do is I will send an invoice directly to your email for that BOGO special, and remember, it is buy one at regular price and get the second one half off. So another thing is, I would like to thank Goldilocks Productions for producing the Magical Journey show. I would like to thank Tiffany White Sage Woman for running my switchboard, and I would like to thank all of you callers for calling in. I apologize about the technical difficulties with the video this evening. At least we got through all the crystals and all the visuals of the crystals this evening. So I look forward to speaking with you all again, and you can join me next week at same time, same place on June 9th or 19th at 8 p.m. Also, a little reminder that the full moon in 25 degrees Sagittarius email advertisement and summer solstice advertisement will be out either late tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. Also, I will be on Psychic Horizon radio show tomorrow at 3 p.m. So please make sure that you join the Psychic Horizon radio show that is produced by Goldilocks Productions and hosted by Shelley Hoffberg. We will be talking about light language and the uses and many different types of healings with light language. So you won't want to miss that. And thank you so much for joining me this evening. I want to thank each and every one of you. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be, and namaste.